Hello everyone. Welcome back to Coin Discovery. Today, we're traveling back more than 2,300 years to explore one of the most important coins of the ancient world, the Ptolemy I Soter Tetradrachm. This remarkable silver coin was minted between 305 and 282 BC and tells the story of power, ambition, and the birth of a great dynasty in ancient Egypt. To understand this coin, we first need to go back to the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BC. Alexander had conquered one of the largest empires the world had ever seen, stretching from Greece to Egypt and deep into Asia. But when he died unexpectedly at the age of just 32, he left no clear successor. As a result, his generals fought for control of the empire. One of those generals was Ptolemy, a skilled military commander and a trusted friend of Alexander. Ptolemy took control of Egypt and gradually transformed it into an independent kingdom. In 305 BC, he officially declared himself king and became known as Ptolemy I Soter, meaning Ptolemy the Savior. To establish his authority and strengthen his rule, Ptolemy issued impressive silver coins like the one you see here. These coins were not just money, they were powerful political messages. On the front of the coin, we see a portrait associated with Alexander the Great. Notice the strong facial features and the divine symbolism. Alexander is often shown with the horn of the Egyptian god Ammon, suggesting that he was more than a mortal ruler. By placing Alexander's image on his coins, Ptolemy was reminding people that he was the heir to Alexander's legacy and the protector of his empire's traditions. Now let's look at the reverse side of the coin. Here we find one of the most famous symbols in ancient coinage, an eagle standing proudly on a thunderbolt. The eagle was associated with Zeus, the king of the Greek gods, and represented strength, authority, and divine power. This symbol became the emblem of the Ptolemaic Dynasty and appeared on many of their coins for centuries. The Greek inscriptions around the eagle identified the ruler and reinforced the legitimacy of Ptolemy's reign. Every detail on this coin was carefully designed to communicate power and stability. The coin itself is known as a tetradrachm, a large silver denomination widely used throughout the Hellenistic world. It typically weighed around 14 to 17 grams and had substantial purchasing power in its time. Merchants, soldiers, and government officials would have handled coins like this every day. These tetradrachms circulated across Egypt and the Mediterranean, helping facilitate trade between different cultures and regions. They connected bustling ports, thriving markets, and distant kingdoms, making them an essential part of ancient economic life. What makes this coin especially fascinating is that it marks the beginning of the Ptolemaic kingdom, one of the most successful successor states of Alexander's empire. The dynasty founded by Ptolemy would rule Egypt for nearly 300 years and oversee a period of great wealth, learning, and cultural exchange. The Ptolemies also supported the famous Library of Alexandria, one of the greatest centers of knowledge in the ancient world. Their capital city, Alexandria, became a hub of science, philosophy, and international trade. The dynasty eventually produced its most famous ruler, Cleopatra VII, whose dramatic life and alliance with Rome would bring the Ptolemaic era to an end in 30 BC. Today, collectors and historians treasure the Ptolemy I Soter Tetradrachm because it represents a pivotal moment in history, the transition from Alexander's empire to the Hellenistic kingdoms that shaped the ancient Mediterranean for centuries. As we hold or view a coin like this, we're not just looking at a piece of silver. We're looking at a witness to history, a coin that survived wars, kingdoms, and the passage of more than 2 millennia. Thank you for joining us on Coin Discovery. If you enjoyed this journey into the ancient world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, keep discovering the stories hidden in history's greatest coins.